Hey guys, Jesse Adams here. Thanks for joining my YouTube channel, Looking for Higher. Today we're at the Daher headquarters in Pompano Beach, Florida, to bring you a very familiar TBM 940 to market, November 949 Bravo Zulu. It's a beautiful day, so let's head on down to Key West to grab some lunch, and we'll show you the...
Hey, I think I know how to fly one of these. Mind if I tag along?
STEVEO, absolutely, man. Let's grab some lunch. Come along with us as we take her for a spin. Hey guys, Jesse Adams here. Thanks for joining my channel, Looking for Higher. Today we're here to tell you about 949 Bravo Zulu, coming to market exclusively from my brokerage, masonamelia. Here with good friend, fellow pilot, STEVEO. Hey.
Yeah, I'm excited to fly with you today. Should be a great day. VFR right down the Keys to Key West. All right, Jesse, welcome aboard the TBM 940. We'll start this thing up, clear outside, fuel boost coming on. And we're gonna go start her on. It's a spring-loaded switch. 2 seconds. 1000, 1000. Release. Watching the ITT right, watching the NG to rise up, stabilize. There it is. Introduce fuel to low idle. Now we're watching for the light off. Watching the ITT for a hot start, NG for a hung start. Pretty warm day today. It's plus 37 degrees Celsius outside. See what the ITT temps out at. It's like 753.
Nice, cool engine.
Yeah, now it should wind back down as the engine gets rotation for the ITT. Just watching the NG for that to continue to keep going for a hung start. There's our secondary fuel nozzles kicking in. There we go, good start. And most importantly, air conditioning on.
That's right.
All right. We'll swing this thing around. Alright, so we're just gonna, it's a beautiful day today. We're just gonna go VFR, low level down the beach, and then follow the Keys right down to Key West.
Sounds awesome. You know, Steve, I've never been down there, never been to the Keys.
I think you're gonna like it.
It's great.
TBM 949 Bravo Zulu, Pompano ground, taxi 2, runway 10. Mike, turn left, cross runway 6, join Alpha, and you have the current information, Yankee.
We have Yankee. Repeat the taxi instructions, please.
Cut. Mike, turn left, cross runway 6 there at the numbers, and join Alpha.
Roger, Mike, cross 6 on Alpha, 10, 949 Bravo Zulu. We have to give Yankee.
And you wanted to go southbound, you said?
Hey, from low to go low level southbound along the shoreline, 949 Bravo Zulu.
Roger, for planning, the next frequency is going to be 120.2 when we switch you. 120.2 will be the next frequency.
Alright, thankfully we already had that set up. Here's Mike. We're cleared to cross 6.
Clear right.
And clear left. And we got 3 guys here in the run-up area.
Diamond 769 Lima Sierra, turn left northwest, runway 10, cleared for takeoff.
10, cleared for takeoff, left northwest, 9 Lima Sierra. Pompano Tower, Skyhawk 722 Hotel Golf, holding short of runway 10 in sequence.
722 Hotel Golf, Pompano Tower, roger.
And Tower, TBM 949 Bravo Zulu, holding short 10 in sequence.
TBM 949 Bravo Zulu, Pompano Tower, roger.
As we sit here waiting for takeoff, the 900 series is great because you actually get a full 850 horsepower on takeoff.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, your full 850 shaft horsepower for takeoff.
Right. So I noticed the takeoff performance is better in the 900 series. You actually flew one of these down to, what was that short runway?
That's up Cedar Key, up in the northern western part of Florida before you get to the Panhandle. It's the shortest paved strip in Florida.
How long is it?
I forget exactly the length, to be honest, but it's pretty short.
Wow. It's around 2,000 feet. I remember that. And as far as landing there, was your consideration stopping distance or takeoff distance more?
Takeoff distance is what you're more concerned about. And with the 940, it does an immaculate job there trying to get in and out of short runways.
Wow.
More than enough power.
Right. Obviously, if you want to go max gross, you can meet your passengers at different airport, but to be able to get in and out, it's incredible. And I think that's why the TBM is so popular, overseas in Europe or South America where they have, they don't have all the real estate we do here. So very capable. Yeah. So Steve, my experience is primarily in an 850.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as flying a 900, this single power lever, the refinement there in the 850 shaft horsepower and takeoff, that's going to be new for me. So I'm going to sit back and observe what you're doing. I'll probably have questions when we get out of the sterile environment, but this is pretty awesome. So you obviously, I got to know you from your 850 videos. Yeah,
I've got quite a few, many years in the 850. It's a great airplane. And I've really enjoyed the 850, but once you get a taste of the G3000 and what this airplane is capable of with the auto throttles.
This is my last flight based out of Pompano, 9 years. It's been a pleasure, guys. 9 Lima Sierra.
That guy was based here 9 years.
9 Lima Sierra, we have to give him a shout out.
That's crazy. We're glad we could help you out. You guys, where are you guys going now?
I'm moving up to Clearwater, but I've been here, since about 2016. It really has been a joy. 1,500 hours at that airport.
Wow. Pretty cool.
9 Lima Sierra. Well, you guys take care and frequency change approved. Take it easy.
Have a good one. 9 Lima Sierra.
So the 900 series is where it's at for you.
Yeah, I really love the 940. Having the home safe system, for a passenger, single pilot. If you have your family or friends on board, to be able to push this one button, and it'll bring you to navigate weather, terrain, bring in landing gear down. It'll even shut the engine down. And it'll also tell your passengers how to get out of the airplane. Just to be able to push this one button.
What's your name? TBM 9 Bravo Zulu, join the shoreline southbound, runway 10, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 10, join the shoreline southbound, 949 Bravo Zulu.
Got 4 Sierra Juliet, I see you approaching the landfill, enter left base, runway 10.
And once we get lined up here on the runway, we'll arm the auto throttle on this. We're in FMS mode. Clear to the left and clear down the runway. This is 10. Here's where we're going to arm the auto throttle. And now we're just going to ease the power up. Hold. And
Cessna 327 Sierra Papa.
well, pressure and temperature, so we're good to green.
Left, no right.
We're just looking for our rotation speed. There it is. 87 knots. Positive rate indicating. Gear selected up. And gear is up.
And we have a bit of a headwind, but we just leaped right off the runway. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Very impressive.
We'll go flaps up. And putting the yaw damper up.
November 722, Hotel Golf, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 722 Hotel Golf. See ya.
See ya.
And we're going to go back into manual mode with the auto throttle. And we're going to split to about 140.
Left traffic from a 10, clear for takeoff. Traffic's on 2 mile final.
5342 Yankee, clear 10, make left traffic.
TBM 949 Bravo Zulu, what altitude did you want to take the shoreline at?
We'll go 500 feet below 949 Bravo Zulu.
Alright, TBM 949 Bravo Zulu, roger. You can, see you turning southbound, contact Fort Lauderdale Tower, 120.2, good day.
Fort Lauderdale Tower, have a good day, 949 Bravo Zulu. Fort Lauderdale Tower, good afternoon, number 949 Bravo Zulu.
Number 949 Bravo Zulu, Fort Lauderdale Tower.
We're TBM 9 just off Pompano, like to transition south along the shoreline, 500 feet or below.
This is wild.
Oh yeah.
Number 949 Bravo Zulu Fort Lauderdale Tower, southbound transition approved offshore at or below 500. Fort Lauderdale altimeters 29907. Squawk 0170.
Squawking 0170, 949 Bravo Zulu, at or below 500 feet along the shoreline, thanks. 949 Bravo Zulu.
Number 281 Bravo Kilo, contact Miami. 128.6, good day.
128.6, thanks, 281 Bravo Kilo.
Avelo 324, contact Miami departure, good day.
You have a great one, boss, Avelo 324.
Now that we're all established, you got everything going, we can go a little closer to the shoreline here. Since we got Fort Lauderdale's airspace, we just have to be 500 feet or below to transition past them.
What's the floor on that airspace?
Let's see, I have to look at the chart again real quick. It's
Actually, you and I both use the pivot case. I've been using this since 2014 or 15. Really enjoy this.
yeah, I partnered with Pivot Cases. I got a discount link in the description of the video. You can save 15% on any order you purchase with them. So where we're going through is we're going right through there, because where we're going through, their airspace goes right to the surface. But since we're getting our permission, they just want us super low, like 500 feet
Super
below.
low, so you're not screwing with their surface area, right?
Yep.
Departures.
So we're going in their airspace, and they just want us nice and low. You have to be very careful along this corridor, because there's banner tows, helicopters, you know, all types of, you got parasailers, you got
Oh my God.
a million different things
Wow. Yeah, we're VFR, so we gotta.
that you have to be careful
We
of.
have to watch.
Caribbean southbound offshore 500 feet. On an F Calypso, runway 1 to right, Calypso go.
There's the runway right off the right wing.
Pretty cool shot right there.
Miami 6.
Hey, Carlos, you got us, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, is this wild?
Bravo Kilo, Miami.
We're 500 feet above the ground, dude.
Dude, I know.
1 Bravo Kilo.
Dallas 127-403.
This is the nude beach off our right wing now, so
Make sure at the
might want to blur out that beach.
3,000,
Probably just a bunch of old naked guys.
7403, traffic off the left wing and below, slow moving, westbound 1400, passing me.
Right over there, there is a sandbar. It's really popular. And this is Hall Over Inlet, which is, you'll see a lot on Instagram, wavy boats. They always show the boats trying to get in and out of the ocean, and it's a very dangerous inlet right here. The waves get really big when the winds are kicking in the tide.
9 Bravo Zulu, contact departure, 125.5.
25.5, 9 Bravo Zulu, good day.
Bravo Kilo.
The island we just passed is one of the most expensive islands in the United States to live on. And this coming up is Key Biscayne, a great place. I go out there almost every weekend with my girlfriend, and we have a dinner out there at No Name Harbor, it's called, at Boater's Grill, great place.
153, Miami departure.
They got a state park right out here at the end with a lighthouse.
16,000.
And we got this thing back, basically, right now we've been cruising at 43% power. Like, we haven't even kicked in the afterburner yet.
Right, right. That's not bad. 65 gallons an hour at 170 knots, you know?
American 1491, Miami Center 133.
Kind of like an overpowered Cirrus at this altitude, but
Yeah.
comfortable.
We got an FMS mode
1400, do not
and
exceed 250.
set for 124 for the
Oh,
auto
VY.
throttle.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. Oh, look, we're higher than the buildings now.
Quite a nice little climb rate, going from almost 42% throttle up to 100%.
Yeah, and that right there, that's sustained in ISA plus, it's saying ISA plus 12, I call BS.
Yeah,
It is hot.
it's definitely hot.
It's hot out there, yeah. Hey guys, so we had a lunch in Key West, great time. We're flying back, STEVEO still at the controls, and we're demoing this TBM 940 again, November 949 Bravo Zulu, exclusively being brought to market by my brokerage, masonamelia. So I want to dive into some of the features of why the 940 is one of the greatest TBMs ever made and why 949 Bravo Zulu might be the best plane for you. So we're going to look at the features. First of all, this is a 2020 TBM 940. It is approaching 1,150 hours total time since new, and this is a professionally flown aircraft, and it has a heavy level of maintenance at the Daher Pompano facility. Maintenance is fantastic. I want to talk a little bit about the differences coming up from 850 to the 900 series, and specifically on this 940. So first of all, you have a single lever here for the power, the low and high idle, and the start sequence. It's all handled by this single power lever. They eliminate the prop lever and the condition lever, so it has really clean look. In general, these controls are fantastic. They're much more ergonomic. You don't have that outdated chart holder. They're contoured to your hand. You have control wheel steering, which allows you to momentarily inhibit the autopilot and make a control change, then you release it, and it goes back to the coupled control of the flight director. The G3000 is heavily based on these triple LED backlit screens in these two radio management units. So it's really neat. It's very intuitive. Most of my time is in the G1000, not the G3000, but here's how easy it is. So right now we're looking at the comm panel. If we want, we could adjust the settings on the PFD. We could put our bearings, our nav source, GPS, VLOC, VOR, things such as that. Then if we go to the MFD, here, this is what we normally navigate through. So what our MFD is displaying, we usually like going to the, we usually like displaying the map and the traffic, but we might want to be on the traffic page. We could go on the weather page. Here's the weather radar. We have dedicated TAWS page, direct to flight plan page. Spent a lot of time here.
You can also half screen it with that button. If you
half screen it, which is really neat.
You can put whatever you want on both of those.
Yeah, so for example, Steve, could you show us, since you're used to this, can you throw the map over there on the left side?
So toggle that, go back to MFD, and we'll go to map. There you go, now you have your TAS over on the right and your map over on the left.
Awesome. Can we also throw the approach charts over there?
Yeah, you can put your approach charts. So if we go with the big knob right here, we highlight that area, go to charts. Now look at there, you have your chart all on right there on the right. You can put any chart you want up there. Approach charts, your airport diagram.
Yep, so you have that. And
what's really cool, if you push and hold this, now this becomes like a touch screen thing where you can use your fingers to zoom around and zoom in and out with your fingers on here as a touchpad.
Oh, that's neat. So you can pan over there, and that's just by holding this down, right?
And to get rid of the touchpad, you just push and hold it again.
Yeah, I hate how it's doing that. You see how it's...
Yeah, it's just the way it always works with it.
Yeah. So usually you're saying when you fly the G3000, you're normally just going to the comms up here, right? Comm 1 here, and on this side, you like going to flight plan. That makes a lot of sense, right? You have your flight plan here, your comms.
As most of the time, you know, you're going to be dealing with comm changes more than you're going to be messing with your flight plan for the most part. So I like to keep the comms closer. Yeah, but if I know I'm in a more critical phase of flight where I'm going to be adjusting my flight plan more, then I'll keep the flight plan over here to get easier access to it.
Exactly. Now, I do have experience in the 750, 650, right, the upgraded Garmin panels, WASP GPSs, so it's very intuitive, same process. I want the weather at my waypoint, I highlight it. I could load procedures, or I could put waypoint info. I could go here. I could look at the raw METAR, the TAFs. This is really neat. I believe I also have frequencies to tune in, so I could just go here. And I could put the, I don't want to mess
this up. Tap on whatever it is you want.
Yeah, so can we put ATIS in standby? Do I just
so now you just put that in active COM 2, and then all of a sudden, bam, there it is. And say you want the ground right under that. Standby COM 2, switched right over.
Great, so we have ATIS when we're on the ground, we switch to ground. So now I'm going to go back to here, And another thing about the G3000 that I think is really cool, actually it's when I'm on the Navcom, I like how the intercom, if you want to see who is getting the radio and the comms, I love to visualize it, right? The pilots, we want to communicate together. Maybe we have a passenger sitting up front, so we do that, and then the passenger is speaking to the people in the back. Here the pilots are communicating, and the passengers are isolated. I think it's really cool having that visual display there. And I'm pretty new to this, right, the G3000, but it's really intuitive. We have this up here again. This looks like the 750. And
what's cool here too, so we're coming into our destination here. Over on the flight plan, if you want to set up a VNAV, you have your VNAV here.
Yep.
Now we can do our descent. There's your profiles, and here's your climb or your cruise. If you want to switch to long range cruise or pilot, so right now we're maximum cruise. If we go just to long range cruise, watch, it's automatically going to pull the power back and set the long range cruise setting.
Huh. Oh, that's wild because you have the auto throttles engaged.
Yep,
yeah,
so
awesome.
say you want to save a little bit more fuel. You want to go back to max cruise, tap max cruise, and the auto throttle will manage it right back to max cruise for your cruise power settings.
Well, yeah, we like flying them fast, but that's how you get the 1,400 nautical miles of range. And maybe taking a step back with the G3000. So again, this is redesigned. It's more ergonomic. They got rid of the dials, or they got rid of rather the prop and condition lever. New designed yokes. That's really neat. The overhead panel is more or less the same. But what I really like here is I like the environmental controls, and I like the cabin pressure. So you'll notice what it does. They actually have the destination from the flight plan in the computer here, so we don't have to do anything. You don't have to set 1,000 feet over cruise. You don't have to set 500 feet over field elevation. It's all in there, correct, Steve?
Right, correct.
So the features, we talked about the G3000. We talked about the new power quadrant down there. We talked about the built-in pressurization. The G3000 is just so capable, and it really is a small transition. There's some shorthands that I need to pick up, but already I feel at home with it, more or less. And then, of course, the cherry on top is home safe right here. If you as the pilot get incapacitated, your family's going to get on the ground by the press of this button. They press and hold it. This initiates home safe, and this is an auto land system. The plane actually communicates with air traffic control. They call emergency crews to the ground to meet you at the airport. It lowers the landing gear. It navigates to the nearest airport, mitigating weather and terrain, and it lands and then brakes the plane. So this is something that's really a priceless feature on the TBM 940, and it's enabled in part due to the auto throttle that make that possible, and the partnership Daher has with Garmin. So this is really neat. And the TBM, we know you have a lot of options when you're looking for a cabin class plane. There's always the best tool for each job, and if you're looking to have a no compromise aircraft, I strongly suggest you consider a TBM such as the 940, like November 949 Bravo Zulu. Thanks for joining. We're going to go sterile until we're on the approach, and we're back on the ground, Fort Lauderdale Executive. The other benefit of half-flap landing is
you're already in the go-around configuration.
Yep. And if we lost an engine, we're not as dirty, and we glide in a lot better.
Fly straight out from 9 to takeoff.
Straight out 9.
Somebody just got cleared for takeoff.
TBM 9 Bravo Zulu, runway 9, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 9, 949 Bravo Zulu.
Clear to land.
Alright, I'm going to take just the autopilot off, so with my left thumb, elevator trim up. Now the auto throttle is still managing the throttle for me, and the auto damper still on. Just lets me get a little feel for the airplane, how it's feeling and handling.
So my Echo fly northwest bound now.
Northwest bound, follow Mike Echo.
500.
My Echo, maintain 1,000 or below for traffic, please.
Maintain 1,000, Fort Mike Echo.
Cessna
And now we'll take the auto throttle off with my left hand here on the top of the lever.
Auto throttle.
That takes off the auto throttle and also then took off the yaw damper. Now I'm in complete control.
You can descend further up to know, and I'll expect the beast shortly.
And let's see the wind sock.
Out of the right.
We're going to have just a little bit of wind off the right side. And we'll ease the power back. Flight idle. Go into the flare.
Airspeed.
There we go. Not as smooth as the one in Key West, but it was alright.
Oh, it was good.
As that tower for 1 Mike,
4,000.
advice if we can get higher now.
Tells you how much runway is remaining. Gives you a call out. We'll get off at Golf. Oh yeah, we had a little bit of a great cross.
Executive tower.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
36 Bravo Kilo, holding short, runway 90 Alpha 1. TBM 69 Bravo Zulu, turn right on Golf, come to ground.
Right on Golf, going to ground, 949 Bravo Zulu, good day.
Good day, Comma 55 exhaust, are you ready? Alpha Cross 2034, sir.
Cross the hold short lines, come to a stop, clean up the plane. Blast, that was a great flight. This airplane's a lot of fun to fly.
Yeah, Key West is really easy. We got a VFR route over the coast, right? It was a great time. And it was cool demoing the plane to everyone. So guys, if you want more information about this plane, check out our website, masonamelia.com. It's going to be coming to market in the next week or so. We're going to have the video you see here. We're going to have listing pictures, digital scans of the books. Call me directly on the contact page. You will see my direct information. I'll tell you how you can get your hands on this amazing TBM 940.
If you guys like that video, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And we'll talk to you again someday soon.